Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As promised yesterday, today I'm back sharing a new card using one of the newly released stamps from Sweet November Stamps. This stamp set is called A Wee Bit of Magic and I just love these images. They have several wee images, if I can call them like that, and it's just the cutest ever. So as I told you yesterday, I shared then a card that was really funny and punny. Today I'm sharing my favorite adorable or cute image from this release, which is truly this witch. She is amazing. When we put that aside, I just wanted to repeat that there is a giveaway on Instagram. There is an Instagram hub that was launched yesterday because we celebrated a new release, and you can win the whole release, which is huge, I think. But on top of that, I also can give away a few stamp sets today on this video, which I am truly grateful for. Thanks to Sweet November Stamps, I can do this. So this video is part of a giveaway. And the giveaway is the sum of 3 stamp sets that I picked out, and I'm sure that you will love them. That's why I picked them. So what you can win by playing along in this giveaway is the Midnight's Halloween Adventures, the A Wee Bit of Magic, and Ghostly Greetings. So you probably noticed that the first two are the two that I shared just till now, and then Ghostly Greetings is just adorable. If you didn't check out the new release, then definitely do, because I know that you will love it. So that is the prize that I can give away today. Well, I will let you play along for a bit, so I will pick a winner in a week. And what you need to do is make sure to subscribe, and you don't need to do this if you don't like the channel, but don't unsubscribe because that's just not fun. So subscribe to my channel, leave a comment letting me know that you want to participate, and maybe just leave there what are your favorites of this release, because I am truly curious, and maybe I can take that into account if I didn't use any of your favorites yet in one of my future videos. So that would be handy for me and as well for you, I think. So check that out. Everything will be in the description box, what you need to do, just in case. Once I pick the winner, I will contact the winner, and if the person that wins contacts me back with the info that I need, I will put you in contact with Sweet November Stamps and they will ship everything to you. So these 3 adorable stamps are already put aside especially for the winner of this giveaway. So I am super excited about this and truly grateful for Sweet November Stamps. That being said, I am already quite far with the coloring of this adorable witch from the A Wee Bit of Magic. And well, today it's all about purples. I think you saw it in the beginning of this video. The end result is truly purple. So this is a cute combination, I think, of purples. It's not in your face, but at the same time it's bright, soft, and edgy enough because of the darker marker that I'm using in this combination. As always, if you're curious about the color combination, definitely check out the link towards my blog post, because there I'm listing the markers that I used for each part of the image. So I'm listing the skin, the hair, and so on. In my previous videos, I talked a lot about starting with the thing that scared you the most when starting to color. Why? Because, well, if you put all the effort in to color your image and then you end up with the hardest part and it doesn't work out, then all the effort was for nothing if you cannot fix whatever you don't like about it. So normally I start with hair and skin. Now today I did not do that. Why? Because as you can see here, this image is so adorable. I just wanted to emphasize the cuteness of this image, and therefore I'm using a really simple technique to color in the hair, but it is gorgeous in my opinion. And why? Well, as you can see, the hair is divided by guidelines, and normally I would flick just in the manner that the guidelines of the hair are formed. But in this case, if you just follow the hair, or those lines that are already drawn in, then you will also get a lovely gradient for the hair. And that's what I did today. It's something that you cannot do often because not all of the images have hair like this, but I think it's definitely an added bonus for the wee images from Sweet November stamps that I truly adore. I ordered many more, as I said yesterday. I have a pile of new Sweet November stamps and older ones, so I cannot wait to get cracking on cards with all of them because it's just so adorable. But as you can see, if hair scares you, this truly is that kind of an image that you will love coloring in. So that's also why I truly adore it. Now onto the skin, I'm using one of those skin tones that I use very often because I know that it works. But even then, I just find skins really hard to get that blend that I want. I don't know why, but it happens. But just keep going back and forth until you're happy with the blend. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the paper that I'm using is Translucite Perfect Coloring Paper, which is a paper that really helps you with Copic coloring. Personally, I find, however, that I need at least 2 layers to at least start liking the blend. So if your first layer is rubbish, don't worry about it, you just need another one. And here the neck was a bit too dark, so I just used my colorless blender. I heat set it to get it dry again, and then I did exactly the same as previously, working my way from darkest to lightest. You can color any way you like. I just find that coloring from darkest to lightest gives me the end result that I want, so that's why I do that. But there are so many ways to copy color, and you should just do what makes you happy and what gives you the result that you like. So if you prefer starting with a coat of your lightest color and then work your way through your combination, that's perfectly fine. I'm just doing what I like most, so that's what we all should do. So here you can see that the second layer really helps me with that face. And then for the head, I first contemplated about doing it in grays to just have a bit more of that gray, but then I realized that again, the purpose was to have a really purple card, so I just went with the purple again. So using the same combination as previously, and then that will be the combination on the head as well. And I don't know if it's sort of apparent, but I'm trying to have my shadows on the right side, and then of course where there are, according to me, some overlapping parts, there I will also do a bit of shadows. So really simple. My first layer also is really, well, I just try to not have too much of a shadow at first to have the option to make it a bit wider, the shadowing. But it's really hard if you go all out there and you want to minimalize afterwards. It's hard to get rid of the darker color, so I think it's better to just build up and start really soft and then extend the shadowing if you want to. So here you can see it all come together, and I had so much fun coloring this image. I think I will make many more cards with it. I hope this year, and otherwise definitely next year, Halloween, I will be back with this adorable image. Also, there is a boy in this stamp set, which I truly hope to use as well. Maybe with some greens. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about it. Okay, as I said, no matching dies, so I'm just fussy cutting this image. But if you're like me and fussy cutting isn't your strong suit, it was quite simple to fussy cut out, so don't let it stop you that there aren't any matching dies, because it's too cute to pass on. And well, I just took my time, cut it out, and then I'm going to start with my background. I searched for stencils that could emphasize this image. I searched for many things. And then I realized that I bought this die that is similar to a stencil. So I just cut it out of an A2 size panel. I'm keeping the negative or the positive, now I'm not sure anymore, but I'm keeping the other part that I'm not using today, just maybe for a future card. And now we are going to create our background. So as I said, purples all the way. I have this second piece of paper, which is currently a bit too long for an A2 size, but I will trim it down later on. and I sort of really lightly drew in the shape of well, my die cut element. I don't know if it's really visible on the video, but I did that, and I also drew a circle where I sort of found that the wand was ending. Why? Because I wanted to be really light over there, sort of the idea of magic. So this witch has blown a hole in the wall towards a purple universe thingy. I don't know what, but I thought that it was a nice idea. And then the shape of the die that I use today really helps emphasizing that, I think. And I don't need to worry about cutting things out. It's all done. So as you can see, I'm working in sort of a circular way towards a lighter area. As you can see, just checking. The first layer is the first layer, adding the second now, and that will really darken everything more and more. Now for the rest of this background, I thought of maybe doing some ink splatters with gouache, but well, it's quite random. And in some previous videos I drew in the stars myself for some night skies, and I really enjoyed that, and I think the same way of drawing in stars can help to sort of represent magic. So therefore today I made sure to trim down this panel that I ink blended, and then I could assemble the card. Well, I need to add a sentiment, but just assembling the card, and then we will continue from there. Since I had this really dark background, I decided to just stamp a really small sentiment on top of it, which will be saying, "You're wickedly cute." I found it in my stash. I thought that it fitted perfectly with this stamp set. So here I am just making sure that my trim was right. If needed, I can always shift this panel behind it a bit more to get that light source where I wanted it to be at the end of the wand. But I truly think even just the blend like this already helps with this sort of idea of magic. So now that sentiment, I'm going to white heat emboss it on the background, and then later on with the white jelly roll pen it will all be matching, and I just thought that it was nice. Also, I don't think that the black would stand out enough. You can of course add a black sentiment on the frame that we sort of die cut, but yeah, you just choose what you want. Then about the white heat embossing, when you have excess embossing powder right in between the letters, I use a craft knife because it's really fine, and that can always help me without ruining the sentiment that I just stamped out, because a paintbrush from time to time can really mess up your embossing powder and placement and all those things. So that's why I just prefer to use a really thin thing. You can also use for example tweezers or a needle or anything you have at hand. Yes. So now I am lining up that panel. I know it's, well, it looks kind of strange and it took me a while, but I really needed that sentiment to be aligned straight before I place down my frame here. So having done that, I just had a bit of a sliver on the bottom that I wanted to cut off before adding my panel to my card base. And as you saw, I used Scotch 3M foam tape to add the framing on top of my ink blended piece. I'm going to use the same foam tape to add my witch, partly because, well, since I have a dimension and I wanted overlap of my image with my ink blended part of my card, I needed the same height for the adhesive to be, and then some liquid glue I will use as well for the part where the witch is overlapping the frame. So I'm just making sure to cover this witch as much as possible, and then I will add it to the panel. I know that you can already add the stars if you want to ahead of time, or if you splatter then it will already be there, but I wanted them to be really close to the wand as well, so I needed to make sure that I liked the placement of the witch, and then based on that placement I could add my white jelly roll pen thingies. So I'm just removing the backing and then I will add it in the corner. And I just think that this dye that I used really helps emphasizing the image and the magic that is coming with it. So I'm just making sure that I like placement, and then I'm pressing it down. Now once I did that, I could add those stars as I am talking about. This is just a white jelly roll pen, and I am creating some bigger stars by drawing in some lines, and then I will also add some dots a bit everywhere, but I want to have most of it surrounding that wider area of the ink blending to represent the magic that is coming right off that wand from the witch. So here I'm just making sure to add enough, and then it's just, well, at a certain point you need to tell yourself that there is enough on there, but not yet. I just added a few more, and then that will be my card. I decided to not add any stickles or glossy accents to my image, but you can always do that. I think it would be really lovely. But just keeping it as simple as possible with already this incredible background, I think. So I didn't add anything more. Again, as I said, sort of in the beginning, there is a giveaway with this video, so don't forget to participate, leaving a comment, following me on YouTube. I would truly appreciate any support that I can get from you. But you can win 3 stamps. I mean 3, and they are so cute. So I truly hope that you enjoyed this video, and of course that you like the end result. You can always give me a thumbs up if you want to as well. Always appreciate it as well. But really, I had so much fun creating this card, playing with these 2 sets already and sharing it with you. So I hope that you enjoyed that as well. This was a little close-up of the card, and here you have some pictures left as well. I want to thank you all for stopping by and taking the time to this video. Don't forget to participate at the giveaway. I wish you all an incredible day, and I'll be back soon with some new crafty inspiration. Bye!